I thought I kept seeing a time. What a morning. What a morning. First morning in Kansas, and we got another shooter on the list. We're going back down to the...
My deer was there at 4:30.
Mine was there at 4:35.
That looks right now.
If that doesn't use confidence in a cameraman, just the whole thing.
I mean, if you're in the dictionary, if you looked up cameraman,
Yeah.
that is what you would see.
Yeah. Barely hit record.
We're
Red wires, black wires. Yeah.
We're doing this micless. No one wants to hear what we have to
Oh,
say.
yeah. You're probably not far off. It's awesome. November 3rd, it's my first morning. Like Chris was talking yesterday, they're running so much right now. That deer that was there 55 minutes ago could be a mile away very easily. Or he could be bedded right beside the big and jag. Hard to tell. We off. The sun's just coming up here in the Holland, our first morning in Kansas. And it started off pretty quick. Had a spike come off the hill to our left and did it perfect. Came right down to the old barbed wire fence and got broadside. And ended up jumping the fence and going down towards the big and jag. And when he got down there, he was kind of studying that opposite hillside pretty hard. And we had another pretty decent buck come down. Looked like a mainframe 8 with a kind of a big dagger or something coming up out of his left side. I didn't recognize the buck, so. But there's a handful of deer in here we'd shoot. There's probably 5 or 6 deer here that are on my list, older, 6, 7-year-old deer that we're in here after. So it's cold. Got a little bit of wind, but our thermals are still pushing out to the field good, so we're gonna get the horns real quick and see what happens. It's 10 o'clock. It's a really good first morning. Good start to the hunt. Kansas. I've got some scrape fix with me. I'm gonna come right here on this cedar tree right by the fence here. Make a mock scrape. Here's our trail. The main jump, you can see there's a bunch of hair right there where they've been jumping. So if that might make the difference of him stopping to at least get a whiff. And I think we're like 32 yards, so it's right in the wheelhouse. Make a mock scrape here. Might even bring in a vine to see if we can tie up there. That could do it. Like I said, we're about 31, 32 yards. That could make the difference. November 4th. The sun's been up since about 6:30 last night in the full moon. So we got that going for us. But things have changed a little bit. We've got a wind that's switching from out of the east to out of the southwest at about 9 a.m. So it's gonna be a pretty short hunt for Owen and I. Warm start, not a whole lot of wind, but what wind we do have is probably gonna screw us here in about 3 hours. So if we're gonna make hay, we gotta make it early. We got pinned down by those 4 big does, but they're in here for about an hour and had us pinned down, then looked back and that small 8-pointer had ran this single doe all the way across that field behind us. I've already felt that wind start to kind of shift back and forth. We're gonna rattle at least one more time before it switches for good. Let's do it. Got his ears pinned back. Is there another buck out there? Yeah. The bigger one's back here. He's coming. Here he comes. there's so many different deer that we are chasing. That just happens to be one that we're not. He's your classic mainframe Kansas 8-pointer that's just starting to throw junk everywhere. I'm shaking like freaking crazy. That thing was at 2 yards. And that dude there, he's probably 4.5, and he's gonna be a freaking tank. He's got a lot of characteristics of the 223 buck that Mark killed years ago, and had stickers last year. He had a lot going on. That was cool to see, but
That was gonna be a stud.
I mean, he's already a stud, dude. I'm from Virginia. That'd have been my biggest deer by 1.5 miles. But I think he could be a superstar, yeah. Yeah, could have shot him at 15, could have shot him at 6, shot him at 2, 12, 18, 28. If I could have stopped shaking, man. That sucks. That was cool all at the same time. Oh, there's segment 2 of the show. Segment 3 will be regrouping. Segment 4 will be redemption. That's a wrap. Is this our second morning? Yeah. Second morning. We'll see you this evening. Didn't get skunked. We had 2 does, 1 big doe. Right at last light, last 10 minutes, 15 minutes light. The moon is about as full as it gets. I think tomorrow actually is full moon. Tomorrow morning, we have a chilly morning tomorrow morning, but then it's supposed to get up to the low 70s. So it's gonna be most likely a pretty quick hunt for us. But we're gonna get in there, and like as soon as Owen has pretty good camera light, I think we're gonna try to rattle. So to do what we can do, I think we're gonna take Neil with us, drop him off at the River Monster stand, and then kind of just be on call for when he needs us to pick him up. But sounds like the boys might be back.
We walked a fair amount that night. Yeah. Learned a lot about dogs.
We're pushing it this morning. We've got a straight north wind, and we're back in here at the Green Gate where we spent the first 2 days. There's still 5 or 6 bucks that could easily show up this morning that are on our list. So we're gonna slip in here and try it. Just had our 3rd buck of the morning come off that hill, and it was about 2 minutes after I heard a snort wheeze, but the snort wheeze I thought was in a different direction. We had this little spike that came back in, or else I probably would have ripped a snort wheeze right back at it, but that buck came 3/4 of the way down the hill, and that looked like it saw another deer up the hill and took off running, not spooked, but I think chasing another deer. And then the spike, we kind of lost track of him, so I think I'm gonna rattle. It seems like stuff's popping off pretty good right now, so we're gonna strike while the iron's hot. right here. It's a shooter. Right. I got him high. He laid down. Did you see that doe? That's what he was looking at. I thought he was gonna turn around and go back up. I'd like to wait till he's right there, but he was quartered just a little to me, but I was trying to slip it into that, right next to that shoulder. He laid down right there, but I can't.
I think he's dead.
Okay,
That shoulder blade, but I think he's dead.
I think I punched it right through it.
You got about
Yeah.
11 inches. You got,
I think he went down. I'm pretty sure I watched him go down.
you got about 12 inches of penetration. Yeah, I mean, he got that much.
Can I watch it?
What'd you say?
He's dead right freaking there. I thought I kept seeing a tine, but I couldn't tell. I was like, Owen, hold on to my harness. I'm gonna stand on my seat. He's down. Yeah. I stood up on my seat. I can see him laying there dead. What a freaking roller coaster of emotions. Owen, thank you, first and foremost. We've had an awesome couple days here, man. We snort wheezed a giant buck yesterday right to the base of our tree. He was just a little young. And, but for me, as far as, being in a hunting experience when I'm on the bow, was the biggest buck I'd ever seen. And, cool experience, kind of bittersweet. But knowing that he's young, he needs a couple years, he's gonna be something pretty special. This morning, it's warm, but it has been wild from the time we got set up. It's a really neat thing we got going. We actually have Grant here, he picked a tree about 15 or 20 yards behind us and climbed up in a saddle. And it's kind of been fly on the wall filming. It's something neat we've never tried, and it worked out, man. Had this buck come off the hill, go down, hit the Big and J, come walking up the road, and I needed him to come about 10 more yards to get a broadside shot. And there's this doe coming down the hill. Anyhow, he stopped short. I was afraid he was gonna wheel and go back the way he come. And I tried slipping it by that shoulder, and I was not in love with the shot I made, but looks like I got pretty good penetration, and just climbed up, and he is laying right there, probably 125 yards away. So praise the Lord. Thank you, thank you, thank you. November the 5th in Kansas. Yeah. Dude, that freaking worked perfect. He didn't make a sound coming in. Look at that, rage, hypodermic, made up for not a great shot. You're right, I think I got more penetration than I initially thought. Look at that, dude. Look at that son of a gun right there, boy. Look at that. Look at the size of the body on this thing, dude. He came off that hill like he owned this place. And he did until about 45 minutes ago. I could not be any happier. Mark, thank you. I appreciate the opportunity. It's been a blast getting to follow you around for the last almost 14 years. And you've opened up a lot of opportunities, a lot of doors for me. And I appreciate the opportunity to come in here and help out, man. This is awesome. It doesn't get any better than that. Look at that. Isn't that cool? That rage bailed me out. Again, I tried to, as quartered as he was, I tried to sneak it in by that shoulder blade and got a little too ambitious and missed my mark by 1.5 inches or so and caught a lot of shoulder, but it drove it down in there good, and even not having an exit wound in the blood trail was incredible. But what a morning. What a morning. Never apologize for your God-given right to hunt. Thank you, Lord, thank you. Unbelievable. Look at that thing.
Hey guys, for more great content from TGR like you just saw, Ken and Lee, what do they have to do?
Hit that like and subscribe button and go turn on those notifications
So that you know when our next piece comes.